All right, everyone, get ready. Because today, we are going to take a deep dive into what it's really like to work at QUT.
QUT,
Yeah,
the Queensland University of Technology.
exactly. We want to go way beyond like the brochures and like what they say at those recruitment fairs.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
We're talking insider info here.
Mm.
Straight from a source you're probably already using if you're job hunting.
Oh, yeah.
Academicjobs.com.
Oh, nice. Academicjobs.com.
I love that site.
Yeah, what's really interesting about them is they're not just posting listings.
Right.
They're really plugged into the whole academic world.
Okay.
So they get feedback, they see trends, they hear what people are actually saying about working at different universities.
Yeah, and sometimes that chatter gets pretty interesting, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, check out this quote from Jarrod Kanizay,
Okay.
the CEO of academicjobs.com.
All right.
He said, I rate QUT in my top 5 universities to work for in Australia.
Wow. Top 5 in Australia.
Yeah, and he goes on to say, the sun shines, people are happy, you look forward to tomorrow, and your mind expands at QUT.
Okay, hold on.
I know, right?
Is this guy serious?
I mean, come on.
is he being real?
The sun shines, people are happy, you look forward to tomorrow, and your mind expands.
Well, I think we have to remember he runs a site that, thousands of academics use.
Yeah,
He's not just going to throw out praise lightly.
that's true.
So my guess is he's really reflecting what he's hearing from the QUT community itself.
Okay.
People genuinely seem happy working there.
Okay, so maybe it's not all just sunshine and rainbows.
Right.
But there's got to be something behind that, right?
Yeah, there's got to be substance.
Like what?
Well, even a quick look at academicjobs.com's QUT page,
Okay.
it paints a picture,
Right.
50,000 students,
Why?
5 diverse faculties,
Nice.
but they just keep hitting on this idea over and over again
What's that?
that QUT is the university for the real world.
Yeah.
It's all about emphasis on industry links, applied research,
Mm-hmm.
actually solving problems that matter
Yeah.
in the real world.
And honestly, for a lot of people, I think that's super appealing.
Absolutely.
Like feeling like your work has an impact
Right.
beyond just getting those publications, right?
Yes, definitely.
But let's talk about you personally.
Okay.
What stands out to you when you see all this stuff about QUT?
Well, I gotta say, the work-life balance thing,
Okay.
that's huge at QUT.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't seem like they're just saying that,
Right.
They're not just paying lip service to it.
Yeah.
They have blended on-campus and off-campus work arrangements.
Oh, wow.
So imagine being able to set up your workday to actually fit your life.
Okay. Yeah.
If you need to do school pickup,
Mm-hmm.
no problem.
Right.
Or if you need to hit the gym midday,
Yeah.
they really seem to encourage that kind of flexibility.
That's huge.
Especially in academia,
I know.
where the pressure can be intense.
Intense.
It can be
But, on the financial side,
Right.
Academic Jobs mentioned some pretty sweet perks, too.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
What stands out to you there?
Well, for one, salary packaging options,
Right.
which can significantly reduce your tax burden.
Okay, cool.
And then, get this,
Yeah.
a 17% superannuation contribution.
Whoa, hold on.
That is way above
Significantly higher.
the Australian standard,
Yeah, which is,
10.5%.
okay, so almost double.
Basically, QUT is investing in your retirement
Wow.
right alongside you.
That's impressive.
It really is.
And that shows they're thinking long-term about their employees' well-being.
For sure.
But, going back to Kanizay's quote,
Okay.
uplifted and energized,
Yeah.
that's got to come from more than just a good paycheck, right?
Yeah, it does.
So what else is going on there?
Well, Academic Jobs backs that up.
Good.
QUT has a strong commitment to diversity and inclusion,
Okay.
particularly for Indigenous Australian staff. They've got the Indigenous Australian Staff Network, cultural and ceremonial leave,
Oh,
dedicated staff development.
nice.
They even prioritize representation on university committees.
So it's not just ticking boxes.
No.
They're actually building an inclusive environment.
They're really putting in the effort.
And that sense of belonging, I think, can make a huge difference
Absolutely.
in how you feel about going to work each day.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And all of this is feeding into that positive vibe that Kanizay picked up on.
Okay.
People feeling valued, supported, like they're part of something meaningful
Yeah.
that translates to energy
For sure.
and enthusiasm. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got like the warm fuzzies, good vibes.
Right.
But I got to ask,
Yeah.
what about the actual work itself?
Okay.
The research, the academic rigor,
Right.
does QUT deliver on that front too?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Remember that university for the real world thing? It's
Wow.
not just like a marketing slogan.
All right.
QUT is all about applied research, collaborating with industry,
Yeah.
tackling real world problems.
So what does that actually look like?
Well, academicjobs.com highlights some amazing projects.
Like what?
Drones in Antarctica,
Whoa.
disease-resistant crops in Uganda,
Cool.
autonomous vehicles in France.
Wow. Okay.
Talk about global impact.
Yeah, seriously.
It's pretty impressive.
But what's it actually like for someone working there
Okay.
day to day?
Right.
Are we talking endless lab hours?
I mean,
Publish or perish pressure?
well, every academic role has its demands.
Sure.
But QUT seems to emphasize a different approach.
Okay, like what?
They're big on collaboration,
Okay.
both
Yeah.
within the university and with external partners.
So you're working with the best of the best.
Exactly.
Right.
Imagine working alongside top researchers from
Yeah.
around the world,
Wow.
bouncing ideas off each other,
Yeah.
pushing the boundaries of knowledge.
That sounds amazing.
It does.
And it ties back to that whole feeling of excitement and intellectual stimulation
Yeah.
that Kanizay mentioned. Like,
I mean,
your mind is actually expanding.
Yeah, you're constantly learning and growing.
Because you're surrounded by such brilliant minds.
Absolutely.
Okay, and don't forget the sunshine.
Oh, that's right.
Brisbane has fantastic weather,
Year-round.
so you can enjoy that Aussie outdoor lifestyle.
You got it.
Imagine grabbing lunch with colleagues
Right.
on a sunny terrace,
Love that.
brainstorming ideas over coffee,
Yeah, yeah.
or even taking a walk along the river for clear your head.
It sounds idyllic.
You're making me jealous.
I know, right?
But seriously,
Yeah.
it sounds like QUT has created this incredible blend
It does.
of challenging work
Yes.
and a supportive,
Yeah.
enjoyable environment.
Absolutely, they have.
And that's reflected in their commitment to employee well-being.
That's right.
We talked about the financial perks,
Yeah.
but they also offer things like discounted private health insurance, a fitness passport program,
Okay.
and even a purchase leave scheme
What's that?
where you can buy up to 8 extra weeks of leave.
Wait, 8 extra weeks?
I know.
That's a game changer.
It really is.
I mean, that shows they really value their employees' time
Yeah.
and well-being,
Yeah,
both inside and outside of work.
it's huge.
It is.
So for someone listening to this,
Yeah.
maybe feeling a little burned out
Right.
in their current role,
I've been there.
what would you say is the biggest takeaway about QUT?
Ooh, that's a good question.
What sets them apart?
You know, I think it's that unique combination of factors.
Okay.
The focus on real-world impact,
Mm-hmm.
the supportive and inclusive work environment,
Yeah.
a genuine commitment to employee well-being,
Okay.
and that palpable sense of excitement and
Mm.
energy that permeates the university.
And it all ties back to that feeling
Yes.
of looking forward to tomorrow.
I love that.
Like Kanizay said,
Yeah.
that's not something you find at every university.
Right.
Or even every workplace for that matter.
That's pretty rare.
So it sounds like QUT has really cracked the code
It seems like it.
of creating a workplace
Yeah.
where people can thrive,
Uh-huh.
both professionally
Yes.
and personally.
They really have.
And that's something worth exploring.
Definitely.
But let's get real for a second.
Okay.
How does someone actually go about exploring opportunities at QUT?
Right.
Where do they start?
Well, as we've mentioned throughout this deep dive,
Uh-huh.
academicjobs.com is the perfect place to start.
Makes sense.
They have a dedicated section for QUT jobs, so you can
Nice.
see what positions are currently available,
Okay.
get a feel for the specific roles
Uh-huh.
and research areas that align with your expertise.
That makes sense.
It's a site that people are likely already familiar with,
Yeah.
so no need to learn a whole new platform.
But for someone who's maybe just starting to think about QUT,
Okay.
what advice would you give them? How can they really get a sense of whether it's the right fit?
I'd say delve deeper into their website.
Okay.
Explore the different faculties,
Yeah.
research centers, and institutes.
Yeah.
Read about their strategic priorities
Okay.
and initiatives.
Get a feel for the culture
Yes,
and values
exactly.
that drive the university.
100%.
That's great advice.
Thank you.
And maybe even reach out to people who work there.
Ooh, good idea.
Networking can be incredibly valuable,
For sure.
especially when you're trying to get a sense of what it's really like to work somewhere.
Yes, that insider perspective.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Attend conferences, webinars, workshops related to your field
Right.
where QUT researchers are presenting.
Good idea.
Connect with them on LinkedIn.
Yep.
Start a conversation.
Yeah.
Ask about their experiences.
Love that.
It's all about gathering information
Right.
and getting that insider perspective.
Couldn't agree more.
And who knows? You might just find yourself feeling that same sense of excitement and possibility
Exact.
that Jarrod Kanizay described.
It's contagious.
And remember, even if QUT doesn't end up being your dream destination,
Right.
exploring different universities and job opportunities
Yeah.
is never a waste of time.
Absolutely not.
It helps you clarify your career goals, broaden your network, and stay informed
Yes.
about the academic job market.
So true.
It's all part of the journey.
It is.
But for those of you who are intrigued by what you've heard today,
Yeah.
don't hesitate to take that next step.
What's that?
Head over to academicjobs.com.
Oh.
Explore their QUT listings
Right.
and see what possibilities await.
You might just find yourself on the path to a fulfilling and rewarding career at one of Australia's top universities.
That's awesome.
And who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe you'll even catch some of that famous Queensland sunshine
Oh, I love that.
along the way.
You know, as we're wrapping up this deep dive into QUT,
Yeah.
I keep coming back to that quote from Jarrod Kanizay
Oh, yeah.
about his mind expanding. What do you think sparked that feeling for him?
You know, I think it speaks to that
Yeah.
intellectually vibrant environment
I see
that
it now.
QUT has cultivated.
Uh-huh.
It's not just about churning out research papers.
Right.
It's about pushing boundaries, challenging assumptions,
Okay.
fostering genuine curiosity.
And that goes beyond just the individual, right?
It does.
Academic Jobs mentions how QUT is deeply committed to the communities they serve,
100%.
both locally and globally.
Absolutely.
Like, what are some examples?
They're involved in all sorts of initiatives,
Okay.
from sustainability projects
Yeah.
to social innovation programs.
Nice.
They even have a dedicated Center for Justice
Wow, what's that?
that tackles real-world issues like human rights and access to justice.
So it's that feeling of being part of something bigger, making a real difference in the world.
Exactly.
That's got to be pretty energizing.
It is, and it ties back to that sense of purpose and fulfillment
Right.
that we talked about earlier.
When you feel like your work has meaning
Yeah,
beyond just a paycheck,
right.
it changes everything.
It does. It really does.
It makes you excited to get out of bed in the morning,
For sure.
ready to tackle those challenges.
Absolutely.
And maybe even grab a coffee with colleagues on a sunny Brisbane terrace while you're at it.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what we're trying to get at here, right?
Yeah.
Helping you, the listener, envision yourself in that environment.
Okay.
Feeling that energy, that sense of possibility.
So if you're listening to this and you're feeling that spark of curiosity, what's the next step?
Good question.
How do you actually explore QUT
Right.
as a potential career destination?
Well, you know where to start.
Where,
Academicjobs.com.
of course.
They've got a whole section dedicated to QUT jobs.
Okay.
So you can browse current openings.
Get a feel for the different departments and research areas and see what aligns with your expertise.
And it's not just about finding a job.
Right.
It's about finding the right fit.
100%.
A place where you can thrive,
Yeah.
contribute, and maybe even have your mind expanded a little bit along the way.
Exactly. And academicjobs.com is the perfect tool to help you on that journey.
Okay.
They've got listings from top local and global universities,
Wow.
so you can really explore all of your options.
Yeah.
And find the institution that resonates with your values and aspirations.
Well said.
Thank you.
So whether you're actively on the job hunt
Right.
or just starting to explore possibilities, remember, academicjobs.com is your go-to resource for navigating the exciting world of academia.
It is. It really is.
And as we wrap up this deep dive into QUT, we want to leave you with one final thought.
Okay, what's that?
Don't be afraid to dream big. The world of academia is full of incredible opportunities. It is.
And you never know where your next career move might take you.
So true.
So keep learning,
Yeah.
keep growing, and keep exploring.
Couldn't agree more.
And who knows? Maybe your next adventure awaits at QUT,
Maybe.
where the sun shines, the people are happy, and the possibilities are endless.
That's a great way to end it.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
Yeah, thanks for having me.